Greetings from Earth and the United States of America.
We are a country united in 50 states on the North American continent.
We're a group of historians asked by our space program NASA to develop a video to express American exceptionalism and ideas of peace.
We hope you enjoy our feature presentation.
2, 1, 0, all engine running. Liftoff, we have a liftoff, 32 miles per hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
This is a clip from a very great moment in American history. On this day, July 20th, 1969, we landed the first man on the moon, Neil Armstrong.
40 feet down, 2.5, picking up some dust. 30 feet, 2.5 down, straight shadow. 4 forward, drift into the right a little. 20, down a half, contact light. Okay, engine stop. Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot.
On this day, America took the lead in outer space exploration and trying to reach you guys.
Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now. I'm at the foot of the ladder.
The success of the mission to the moon brought about much national pride and exemplifies American leadership and perseverance, both qualities that make America exceptional.
Footpads are only depressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches. I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Tony, this is so great you can't believe it. I believe it, Charlie. It's raining, John. Look at it go, would you, Charlie? You got all your steering. It's great. Oh, this is going to be some kind of different ride. Hippity hoppity, hippity hopping over hill and dale. Da 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 da. Hippity hopping along. One ignition. Right away, Houston. Vector good.
We're burning flight.
That's
How's
right.
the thrust? Looks good, flight.
How's the base shot flight?
Roger.
Descending. Stand by for splashdown. Recovery, America, stable water, and the crew is gone.
People worldwide watched or listened as Armstrong set foot on the moon for the first time. This achievement simply set the bar higher for other countries to explore into space.
The American invention of television has helped spread cultural influences around the world, as well as important information and events. So television was first invented by Philip Taylor Farnsworth, who was 21 years old, in San Francisco, September 7, 1927. While he was still in high school, he began to mess around with the idea of the television, as well as other Russians and other people from around the world. But it wasn't until he found a way to shoot electrons from a screen that the first television was created. The first image transmitted on the screen was a simple line, but when an investor asked Farnsworth when he was going to see dollars on this thing, he projected a dollar bill on the screen. By the 1950s and 60s is when most Americans owned and used a television to either stay informed of the news, watch a comedy, or enjoy a drama. Many presidents, such as Nixon and JFK, use the television when they publicized their debate for the first time. This allowed many Americans to be informed of what was going on in the political world. Commercials were also used in television to advertise their products, which made their company more popular with the people. Speaking of a commercial, here's a word from our sponsors.
The history of Coca-Cola is a story of special moments, moments that originated with Dr. Pemberton in Atlanta and have been multiplied billions of times around the world. Coca-Cola history began in 1886 when the curiosity of an Atlanta pharmacist, Dr. John S. Pemberton, led him to create a distinctive tasting soft drink that could be sold at soda fountains. He created a flavored syrup, took it to his neighborhood pharmacy, where it was mixed with carbonated water and deemed excellent by those who sampled it. Dr. Pemberton's partner and bookkeeper, Frank M. Robinson, is credited with naming the beverage Coca-Cola, as well as designing the trademarked distinct script still used today. The foundation of Coca-Cola as a global brand began with Robert W. Woodruff established the Coca-Cola Foreign Service Department in 1926. That expansion was hastened when Coca-Cola built 64 bottling plants around the world to fulfill Woodruff's pledge that every soldier should be able to receive a Coke for a nickel, regardless of what it cost the company. By 1950, as the Time magazine article states, the sun never sets on Coca-Cola, and Coca-Cola was acknowledged as one of the first truly global brands. The Coca-Cola Company and its network of bottlers comprise the most sophisticated and pervasive production and distribution system in the world. More than anything, that system is dedicated to people working long and hard to sell Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, Sprite, Fanta, and other company products. From Boston to Beijing, from Montreal to Moscow, Coca-Cola, more than any other consumer product, has brought pleasure to thirsty customers around the globe. For 125 years, Coca-Cola has created a special moment for pleasure for hundreds of millions of people every day. Coke products coming soon intergalactically.
Okay, we're gonna have to do it in two pieces.
A document that we feel represents the United States is the Treaty of Paris. The Treaty of Paris was signed in 1783, and it's a document that formally ended the American Revolution between Great Britain and the colonies. This document recognized this nation as an independent nation.
Hartley, nice to see you again.
Same to you, Franklin.
Have you met my acquaintance, John Adams?
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Okay, so let's get started. This Treaty of Paris is acknowledging the United States to be a free, sovereign, and independent nation, and that the British Crown and all heirs and successors relinquish claims to the government, property, and territorial rights of the same and every part thereof.
Okay. It also establishes the boundaries between the United States and British North America.
It also is granting fishing rights to United States fishermen in the Grand Banks off the coast of Newfoundland and in the Gulf of St. Lawrence.
Recognizing the lawful contracted debts to be paid to creditors on either side.
The Congress of the Confederation will earnestly recommend to state legislators to recognize the rightful owners of all confiscated lands, provide for the restitution of all estates, rights, and properties which have been confiscated belong to real British subjects. And the United States will prevent further confiscations of the property of loyalists.
Prisoners of war on both sides are to be released and all property left by British Army in the United States unmolested.
Great Britain and the United States were each to be given perpetual access to the Mississippi River.
Territories captured by Americans subsequent to the treaty will be returned without compensation.
And finally, ratification of the treaty is to occur within 6 months from signing by the contracting parties.
Does this sound good, gentlemen?
Yes.
Yes. Let's sign. John Jay? Has he not been here this whole time? Let me go get him. You can cut it.
All right, where do I sign?
Right there. Pleasure to do business.
This document is universally significant because it's helped shape the nation as it is today. Our nation is one of the most powerful and successful republics since the Roman Empire, and we've helped contribute to the world economically, politically, and culturally.
Hey guys, so I'm going to teach you a little bit about one of our founding fathers. His name was Benjamin Franklin.
Did I hear someone say Ben Franklin?
Hey Brianna.
Brianna, what are you talking about? I'm Benjamin Franklin.
Oh, I'm sorry. Benjamin Franklin. How are you?
I'm good, and you? Are you talking about me?
Yes. Would you mind sharing some of your accomplishments with us?
Well, I've been an author, a scientist, a musician, a statesman, a politician, and many other things.
Wow. Anything else?
Well, I was a leading figure during the Enlightenment era, and I was a leading figure in the discovery of electricity.
Very nice. Thank you for sharing that with us.
You're welcome.
Okay, so besides his many accomplishments, Ben Franklin pretty much exemplifies what it means to be an American. At a time when our nation was new and facing many challenges, he emphasized the fact that the new republic could survive only if the people were virtuous. He constantly campaigned for colonial unity. He's also remembered for his respect and toleration toward all religions. All of these characteristics of his reflect the morals and ideals on which our country was founded. Although he never reached the presidency, his effect on the early history of the United States was truly pervasive and left a legacy that continues on until today. In addition to this, Franklin was a key ambassador to many European nations, always facilitating peaceful negotiations, including the Treaty of Paris, ending the American Revolutionary War.